What's up, guys? It's your boy Dubboi, Youngin. I'm back for another video. So today, we do What If Goku or Kakarot / Goku land on Beerus Planet Part 7. So we're gonna debunk the whole series because we're gonna say that Goku and Chi-Chi still together. They had Goten and Vegeta went with Bulma, had Trunks and Bra. So we just gonna debunk the entire series in that only way, but everything else still remains the same. But instead of the events change a little differently in terms of romance wise, but other than that, everything else pretty much still remains the same, So, pretty much after the whole Majin Buu thing, Goku beating the shit out of Majin Buu and making him become a good guy by brute force, I guess you could say. They all live a peaceful life for a few years, and that's when Beerus come to Earth, same thing, looking for a powerful opponent to fight. He was looking for originally Goku because he knew Goku had left, and he figured that Goku would be around here. Because they figured that Earth has inhabitants just like him. They look just like him. But Goku wasn't there. But instead, he still felt God energies. It just wasn't his. But he still wanted to challenge those. So he asked who it was his energy. That's when Gohan stepped up. Because he actually pointed at Videl first. And that's when Gohan said he wasn't going to touch her. Because Gohan was going to fight about his. And so that's when Gohan took off the glasses. Gohan, he was still kind of a book nerd, but at the same time, he was still a scholar, but at the same time, he balanced his fight life with his scholar life, so he was able to do both in his timeline. So he never actually stopped training, like the original lame-ass Gohan did, so he was still powerful. So Gohan, he took off the glasses, and he started powering up his base form. Him and Beerus went at it. Like, him and Beerus started going, like, hand-for-hand fighting first. Then he went to Super Saiyan. They amped it up even more. And kept going, and they just kept fighting blow for blow for blow, just kept going, just kept throwing that sequence and shit, keep blast stuff. Then he amped up even more. He went Super Saiyan 2. Then Super Saiyan 2 Gohan with God energy kept putting up even more fight, and he just like surprised and amazed by it. And then that's when he finally went Super Saiyan 3, which was the peak of his power. And they both really had a fight. And that's when him and Beerus' fight was so damn powerful. That shit literally was blowing everybody out their feet. Like the energy blast, the energy from their fists hitting each other alone was enough to knock Vegeta even off his feet. And he was a Super Saiyan at this point. He had Super Saiyan power at this point. So if it knocked Vegeta off his feet, it's a powerful ass fight. And Vegeta, he had enough of this shit. So he said, what, I'm finna go Super Saiyan 3. And he's able to Final Flash. And he hit him with that Final Flash Super Saiyan 3. Beerus literally knocked that shit out of the park like a fucking baseball. I'm like, and then Vegeta was just so surprised by that. Because he's thinking that if he in Super Saiyan 3 and Gohan's Super Saiyan 3, why the hell Gohan's able to put up more fight? And that's when Beerus walks up to Vegeta, thumps him on his forehead, knocks him out Super Saiyan 3. Kind of like how he did Goku on King Kai's planet in the original timeline. So Vegeta's out for the count, and so that's when Gohan was charging up a Kamehameha, and he hit Beerus with that hoe, and Beerus couldn't dodge it because it was a big ass Kamehameha wave, and that bitch was coming very fast, so he couldn't dodge that hoe. He tried to block it, but shit, that ain't do no good for him anyway, because he still got caught up in that hoe, and actually did injure Beerus a bit actually, and that's when Beerus looked at his nose and he realized, and he wiped his nose, he realized he was bleeding for the first time ever. Somebody actually managed to make a deity like him bleed. That's what it interests Beerus. And he told Beerus, and Beerus told him that he's a very strong opponent. Like, he really, really was. And that he actually was proud of him, that he was that powerful. And he offered to train Gohan more to unlock a Super Saiyan God transformation. Because I don't think Gohan actually unlocked Super Saiyan God or Blue just yet. I think he only will be up to 3 at this point. I don't think he got Ultimate form either because he never needed to go to the Supreme Kai's World, so therefore he didn't do it. But if I did say he can go Super Saiyan Blue or God, that was my mistake. He didn't. But I don't think I did. Neither can Goten. Goten, he can go to Super Saiyan 2, but he can't go 3 just yet, because to be honest, he's only a kid. So, anyways, like I was saying, so he was impressed by the fight, and then he just told, and Gohan told him that he knows somebody that's even more powerful than he is. That's when Beerus was intrigued, so he said he'll wait for him. So they never need to, like, do the stuff they did the original timeline to make him wait. So he just caught up on Goku, using the energy, and Goku came to Earth. And that's when Goku came to Earth. And that's when he seen Beerus. That's when Beerus was shocked to see that Goku's a lot older. And he still has. And when Goku told him that was his kid, and that was his other kid, that was his kid's wife, that's when Beerus was shocked. Because he could not believe Goku actually settled down and had kids and had a family here. And he couldn't believe that was his son that he was fighting, who was that damn powerful. And he just thinking in his mind that if his son was this powerful, how powerful has Goku gotten? That's when they're really interested in Beerus. Well, Kakarot to him, but people call him Goku on Earth because that was the nickname. So, Goku and Beerus finally had the fight of the century. So, Beerus powered up, and Goku went Super Saiyan God because he figured that Super Saiyan 3 was not enough. So, he went Super Saiyan God, and he charged Beerus. So, him and Beerus had a fight. So, him and Beerus went toe-to-toe, and they ended up going blow for blow. And then the fight itself was literally shaking the entire fucking earth, causing earthquakes, tsunamis, all types of shit. Like, it was just... And the ripples went throughout fucking space. They wasn't even in space yet. Be minded, they still on Earth at this point. So they both took the fight out of space, and they started having more fights out there. And that's when the ripples just kept going, destroying planets and shit. And that's when Whis told them that if they continued fighting, that they was going to destroy a lot of planets, and Xeno was not going to be happy about that. And so that's when Beerus and Goku stopped for now. But they said they will continue their fight someday in a place where they can actually go all out. And that's when Goku agreed. So him and Goku shook hands, and he actually was proud of Goku, and he even had a little chill shit out his eye, but he had quickly left it away, and that's when Whis noticed it. And so when Bulma gave them food and told them they were willing to come back, they left. And on the way back to their planet, that's when Beerus realized, that's when Whis clowned Beerus for crying at the moment. That's when Beerus told Whis that he actually was proud of how Goku had become as a fighter, and he really believes that Goku is one of the most powerful mortals of all existence. And so they went to Beerus' planet. That was that. But before Beerus left, he gave Goku a communicator device that he can use to contact him at any time if they need to be. So Goku kept that in mind. So back on Earth, they all celebrated Goku's victory over Beerus, because technically it was a victory. Because Goku did get the most blows over Beerus, and he was like kind of whooping Beerus' bad ass. And Beerus himself said to believe that he used like at least, he's not gonna cap, he used at least 70% of his power, 70 to 80% of his power, because him and Goku was going all out in God. And be minded, Goku wasn't even in full power Super Saiyan God yet. So he went full power in Super Saiyan God. He could have pushed him to use 90, and then Blue and probably made him use like 95. And then he went Blue Kaioken or some shit where it made him was like 96, 97, or 98. Then if he went Ultra Instinct, it'll probably make him use like 100% of his power. Some shit like that. That's my calculation. I'm not a Dragon Ball super nerd that's gonna actually calculate this shit. But I feel like in my universe, that's how it would go in terms of percentages. So that's pretty much it for the Beerus fight on part. So, and that's when Supreme Kai, he came to Earth. And that's when he was asking Goku why would he do such reckless shit, because if you mind you, it's kind of reckless to fight with a deity, because it literally destroys worlds, and he told him they destroyed literally like 10 planets in that fight. That's when Goku felt bad, because he knew he was responsible for millions of lives. But that's when they told him that they was inhabitant planets, meaning they didn't have no people on there. So luckily there was nobody on those planets, or else they would have really got in trouble by who's. And that's when Goku said, who what. That's when they didn't say anything, because they didn't want Goku to know who they were talking about. So anyways, that's when Supreme Kai actually told him that he was here for Gohan, and that he wanted Gohan to come on his planet for a secret mission. And so Gohan agrees, and he leaves Videl and tells Videl to be safe and okay, and then he'll be back. So Supreme Kai takes Gohan and leave. Now I'm not gonna tell y'all what happens, but y'all should have a pretty good idea of what might happen in the next part, because it's gonna be a doozy. Y'all gonna like it. But I know it's been a long time since I made these what ifs, because these what ifs, like, they really been like the things that gave me like the most views on my channel, because y'all really just seem to love them. So if y'all love them, I'm gonna push them out. Hopefully this one gets good views just like my other one did. But if you enjoyed this part 7 what if, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, because I might make a part 8. I might release a part 8 the same day, tonight, or tomorrow. Who knows? I'm pushing to release it to tomorrow, though. I'm pushing to release part 8 tomorrow. But part 7 is definitely coming out today. You'll see. Give me by until at least 12 or 1 p.m. Central Time. Central Time, CST. And I'll have that video out for you guys. But I just wanted to say I'm really glad I am back on YouTube again. Like, I had a long absence because I've been dealing with life stuff, But who isn't dealing with life stuff, And I had to get this new computer set up right, but I got it right so I can edit videos. So now we're just gonna go about making these videos, getting these videos out, and giving you some content for you guys to enjoy. It might not be the best content, but it's still content at the end of the day. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Dubboi Youngin signing out. Peace. You all have a great day. and love yourself and your people around you.